Hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. And hello again, people. Hello and welcome once more to... what is it? Yes, that's right. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yes, it's wonderful Wednesday. And we're ready to get started. We don't have a lot of time before Enid arrives, and I want to quickly look at the last multiple choice question, the one which we didn't have time to finish. Okay, so let's see it. Have you doodle-doo finish doodle-doo? No, sorry, the computer's not very fast, so I doodle-doo finish doodle-doo. A, yet finished, haven't finished yet. B, already finished, yet haven't finished. C, still finish, haven't finished yet. D, finished yet, haven't finished yet. All right, so what have we got here? That's right, it's a mini conversation, isn't it? A question and then an answer. And both the question and the answer are in the present perfect. All right, now we can see that there are various adverbs in the answers, and that's what's going to decide which answer is correct. So, let's start with A, yet. What sort of an idea is that? Well, we know that we use yet in questions and in negative sentences, and the first part of the conversation is a question, so that seems fine. But there's a problem, the position of yet. We know that yet means until now, and we also know that yet goes at the end of the sentence, so that means that we've got a problem with A, doesn't it? Yes, A is wrong because the adverb is in the wrong place. It's not correct to ask, have you yet finished? No, the correct question puts yet at the end. The correct question is, haven't you finished yet? Or have you finished yet? Have you finished yet? Haven't you finished yet? All right, and that should help us, shouldn't it? Yes, we can see the correct answer. It's D, isn't it? Okay, but let's just have a quick peek at B. B uses the adverb already, and that adverb, the idea of something happening before we expect it to, that also works in this sentence, doesn't it? If we use yet, then we're suggesting that I expected you to be finished with your work. If we use already, then I didn't expect you to be finished with your work. So they both work. They just suggest different ideas. But even if the first part works, what about the rest of B? Yes, that's where we find the problem. Yet isn't at the end, and so that means that it's wrong. Okay, and what about C? Well, the adverb is wrong. Still suggests that something is continuing, and here that's the wrong idea. Also, the verb is still in the infinitive, and that's no good either. The second part of C is almost correct, but again, the verb hasn't been conjugated, so that's out too. And so, we have the correct answer, D, with the adverb yet at the end of both sentences. Haven't you finished yet? No, sorry, the computer's not very fast, so I haven't finished yet. Perfect, and that's done and dusted. And that means, yes, that means that it must be time for our regular contribution from Enid. Enid? Are you there? Enid! Come on down, welcome, you haven't got Keith with you, have you? No? Oh, good.
What-ho, people, what-ho? Hello, Gav, how are you today?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. And what about you, Enid? We haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been doing a lot of yoga and that sort of thing. You know, meditation and the like. Standing on my head for hours going, fun stuff. Bill Nye does it too, you know. I've seen him down by the river, and I've got the feeling that he spotted me. I was making a video of him, you see. I filmed him on my phone. I've got a new phone, you see. I decided that I deserved a treat, so I bought a new phone. Well, one with a camera. Here, have a look at what I managed to film.
Yes, I'm sure he does, and I'm sure that it's great fun. But haven't you done anything else? It seems like ages since we last saw you, and I find it hard to believe that you've done nothing apart from stand on your head going,
Well, yes, that's true. I have been doing other things too. Things which are connected to Keith, you know.
Oh, have you? And have you met with any success?
Well, it's hard to say, really. In actual fact, the whole thing is a bit, I don't know, depressing.
Depressing? How so? I would have thought that this would be an uplifting experience, not a depressing one. I mean, after all, you're finally dealing with Keith's problem. You've grasped the nettle, finally.
Well, yes, I remember that you said something about that. Do you remember what you said to me when I was concerned that I'd bitten off too much to chew?
Yes, I told you that there was nothing to worry about. I reassured you that all of your friends would rally round to help you. They wouldn't desert you in your hour of need.
Yes, that's right. You reassured me. And you were right. It has been reassuring to see that everyone has rallied round to help.
So, what's the problem? If Clem, Archie and Rupert have rallied round, if they've made it clear that they're here to help you, what's wrong?
Well, I don't know. I do feel pleased that all of my friends are so supportive. I do appreciate the fact that they're here for me. I am grateful to them for all their help. But, well, it's just that sometimes it all seems too much. I feel that I'm being swamped by Keith and his behavioural problems. I sometimes feel that it's all too much, that I'm being overwhelmed by it all.
Oh, come now, Enid. This is not the time to give up. Think about the positive side of things. Look for the silver lining. You know it's there somewhere.
Yes? Is it? I wonder. I've been looking and looking, searching all over the place, and I still haven't caught a glimpse of anything which looks even slightly like a silver lining.
Come on, Enid. It's surely not that bad, is it?
I don't know, Cap. I just don't know.
All right. It looks like you need cheering up. It seems as though you need someone to point out the silver lining for you. Would you like me to try to put your mind at ease?
Well, if you think it'd help.
Yes, I'm sure it will. Okay, let's take a step back and look at this whole problem from a distance. We both know that the situation was untenable, don't we?
I suppose so.
Now, you don't sound particularly convinced, Enid. But just think, it was you that realised that the situation with Keith was untenable, wasn't it? You were the one who, with a little nudge, decided that something had to be done. You decided to grasp the nettle and try to get Keith's head sorted out.
Yes, that's true. But, well, I didn't realise that it was going to be such hard work, to be honest.
No, and why would you? None of us have any experience in things like this. We're learning the ropes. We didn't know what was involved, and now we do. Well, we know a little bit more. But I don't think you should concentrate on the problems. Try to look on the positive side.
Like what?
Well, think about the fact that it was a very brave step for you to take, for one. You decided to take the difficult path, not the easy one. You made a decision to help Keith because you love him and you can see that he's got a few, well, problems. So you didn't turn your back on him. You didn't bury your head in the sand and just ignore the problem, did you?
Well, I did, didn't I? I mean, if we're being totally honest, I avoided the problem for a long time. I just tried to put it out of my mind. That's not very positive, is it?
No, but that's a perfectly natural reaction. Normal people normally react like that. It's only in films that we find people, Well, characters really who never make mistakes, who are never afraid to tackle problems, who always have enough time and energy to solve the world's problems. That's fiction. Normal people don't act that way. Normal people don't want to spend their days fighting problems. Nobody does. So yes, you did originally try to avoid dealing with the problem. And that's perfectly natural. We'd all prefer if our problems solved themselves without the need for any intervention from us. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Well, not normally.
I suppose you're right.
Come on, Enid. Chin up. Let's see a smile. Wrap a smile around that face of yours. You've started something and you have to see it through to the end. You owe it to yourself to not leave off now. And you owe it to Keith. He's your responsibility and you've undertaken to help him through this difficult patch. So, you know that you can't stop now. You do know that, don't you?
Yes, I know that, but it's so difficult. Keith still isn't cooperating 100%, you know?
All right, but we all knew that this wasn't going to be very easy, didn't we? You knew that this was going to be a hard slog, and so it is. But you've got friends to help you. Even Rupert's willing to help. And that shows you how much your friends think of you. They're all willing to help. They're all there, just waiting to help. Now, if nothing else, that should cheer you up. You've got real friends. Friends who are prepared to drop whatever they're doing and come running to help you whenever you call. That's very impressive.
It is, isn't it? Thank you, Gav. Thank you for that pep talk. I was wallowing in my own self-pity, but now you've shown me what I should be concentrating on. I have friends. I have a support network. I have a psychotic pheasant too, but together we're going to get through this and rediscover Keith's original personality. Yes, that's it. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to let Keith down. We're going to make sure that he gets better. And with the support I get from my friends, I'm going to make sure that Keith becomes the best pheasant that he can be. Tally-ho! Onwards! Onwards to glory! Who dares wins? Glory! Keith will be cured! Keith will be rehabilitated! Keith will have the brand psychopath struck from his record! No longer will people fear my beautiful boy! I'm off, Gav! Thanks for the pep talk! Cool! I feel like a new woman! Or, as I should probably say, eel. Toodaloo, pip pip, chitty bye!
Well, she certainly seems to be more upbeat about the situation now, doesn't she? And that's good, because it's going to take a fair amount of effort to make sure that Keith's demons are banished forever. But, as we all know, the fact that Enid's taken the first step, the fact that she's determined to ensure that Keith gets treatment, means that she's got her head screwed on the right way. And that's the main thing. All right, people, it's that time again. Yes, the time for us to part has arrived once more, and that means that it's time for us to part. I'm off home. Coffee time. And as for you lot, well, there must be some chores you can busy yourselves with, surely. Or, if you've already finished your chores, then it must be time to walk the dog, feed the cat, and teach the chimpanzees how to play the trombone, or something like that. I'll see you all tomorrow. See you later. Have fun. www.mediaclip.hu. Bye!